So when we were breaking the web encryption, what we did was we tried to capture as many packets as we can. So we can then we can actually capture two packets, which packet contains same IVs, and then we ran an attack against those IVs using aircrack-ng. The reason for that is because in web encryption the packets contain a key, and we could actually break that key. But in the WPA encryption, the WPA packets actually do not contain any information which we can use to crack the key and then get the password. But the only packets in WPA or WPA2 encryption which contain some information are the handshake packets. So handshake packets are the packets which we can use to crack the key or get the password. And what handshake packets are, that once you try to connect to a network, or when you try to connect to a Wi-Fi or an AP, a handshake occurs actually. So a handshake is a combination of four different packets, where when you try to connect to it, so you will send a request to the AP that I want to connect, then it will send a response back and ask you to send the password. If you have it, then it will process it for you in the third packet, and in the fourth packet it will authenticate you, and it will tell you that yes, you have the right password, and you can now connect with me. So even if you are trying to connect to the AP and you are not actually giving it the right key, but still the handshake actually occurs. It won't be a four-way handshake, but it will still be occurring, and the handshake packets will be flowing between the device and between the router. So we can actually capture those handshake packets, and then we can run a word list attack against those packets to crack the key. What is a word list? Word list is a file which contains a lot of passwords. It can contain thousands or even millions of millions of words, actually millions of passwords, and then we run that word list against the handshake packets we actually captured. What this attack is going to do is, the wordless attack is going to check each key against that handshake packet we captured, and if it finds the key, so it will tell us that yes, this is the right password or right key for WPA. But two things we need to capture the handshake and running this wordless attack. This is first we need to capture a handshake packet, and the second thing is a word list, and we are going to run our word list attack against that handshake packet, and we will use that word list. And if WPS is disabled on that network, like and our attack which we tried in the last video failed for us, so we can use this method to crack WPA, and we can find the key or password using this method. And if our word list contains the password of the Wi-Fi, this method is going to work 100%, and there are no chances that you would fail. In the next video, I'm going to actually tell you how we can create a word list of our own choice, and what parameters we can set, and what things we need to do to capture to actually make a word list, and then we are going to use that word list against the handshake, and by doing that we can actually get the key.